Yes, sir. What's up, man? Good morning to all my people out here, man. I want to say thank you guys for everything, man. All the love I've been receiving in my inbox and stuff like that. On the road to 2,000 subscribers, man. I would love to get there. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. Maybe I'll do a little small giveaway when I get to 2,000 subs, but it's neither here nor there. Hopefully you all had a good night. I got skunked in a few spots. Let me get a screen up here for us. Um, yeah, man. Kaminga missing on the hook for me. I should have got on him earlier. I mean, my two pick, I missed a two pick on the hook. It was terrible in certain spots. On the books, got back, hit the bands. If you don't know about the bands, you better get on it. You know what I'm saying? So didn't catch that as good as I wanted to catch it, but I caught it. And that was, that made for an okay night. 8 games today. Everything is predicated upon news. Bankroll management. When the season starts, I'm going to be kicking out a lot of bankroll management tips and some small. The lines are going to be softer. And I'm going to have some smaller. Some smaller. Some props here and there. Maybe a few teams that I like, and it's a bankroll builders. I really love bankroll builders for guys that have been rocking with me for the longest. And ladies and gentlemen, they know. New York Knicks at Indiana Pacers here. Um, like I said, you guys know. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see all the news that I tweet out during the day. News is key. I can't stress this enough. Let me pull up something for you guys real fast. So I have something right here at my disposal in my notes. I keep a lot of my notes in my phone. I would say that I ain't gonna say I'm lazy, but I got a two. We all got $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 phones. We have to make. We have to get some value out of them, man. So let's see what we got here. Mm-mm. 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Preseason has been pretty wild. Okay. Um, but you know, there we are. All right, you know what I'm saying? So, first game on the docket, we have New York Knicks at Indiana Pacers here. Not too many injuries to talk about in this one here. We got an over under 224 and a half. New York Knicks a favorite here. It's a possibility this game could be high scoring. We got 224 and a half over under. So yeah, that's one thing. Number two, we should have Evan Fournier should be back here. So looking at PrizePicks, Evan Fournier should be back in the way, out there shooting threes, just being in the way. So that's one thing. Tibbs, he will go out there and play a starter. That's another thing. We always got to worry about here. Um, did these teams? Is this a back to back for these teams? I believe it is. Yes, this is a rematch rather. This is a rematch for these teams. Yeah. So uh, New York Knicks have one more game after this. And that's versus the Wizards on Friday, the 14th. Um, the rematch. I mean, this is a rematch. I mean, while we talk about this game, Turner went out there and played 16 minutes, didn't have a good game. Buddy Hield, 19 minutes, 13 points. Halliburton, 24 minutes, 20 points. If Brunson is going to be guarding Halliburton and Halliburton is going to be guarding Brunson, I like the matchup for both of them. Neither one of these guys are great defenders. That's why Halliburton had 20 points. Duarte, he's not been popping up on PrizePicks lately. Then Brunson had 17 points. Go figure, 9 for 9 for the free throw. He's a little small midget, miniature, aggressive little motherfucker here. So you guys know. Randall 15 points and Barrett 18 points. The uses for those guys were there. Those three guys that I named. Brunson only went 4 for 12, but he was 9 for 9 for free throw. 6 for 7 for the line for Randall, 4 for 11 from the field, and Barrett was 6 for 15 from the field. Okay, so uh, those are the highest usage players. The only guys that are up there. Those are the guys that I probably would look towards. I don't know what I want to do in this situation. Like I said, it's gonna be um um what's the boy's name? Fournier will be back, so that's something. This Knicks team bench is pretty deep. I like the Knicks in this one here. I like the Knicks in this one here. Guys coming off the bench, you're gonna have guys like McBride, Toppin quickly. Hartenstein, I like Hartenstein. Uh, D Rose, yeah. I mean, quickly. Yeah, they got a decent bench there, and judging by the benches, I give the New York Knicks bench a lean there, but we'll see, man. Uh, we'll see. It's gonna be, if I bet on this game, it's gonna be New York Knicks or nothing. I'm undecided. I can't talk you off none of these. I'm undecided though. Tell you the truth on these props, and whenever I'm undecided, these motherfuckers go crazy. Either way it go. So next game on the docket here, it's going to be the Knicks or nothing for me in this spot. Atlanta Hawks and Cleveland Cavaliers, 223.5 over under in this spot here. Atlanta Hawks and Cleveland. Yeah. So, oh shit. Let's see. Any news for these teams here? Evan Mobley, if he doesn't play today, he could. Coach said he could be playing sometimes this preseason. So maybe that's something we can look out for. And maybe my camera needs to be adjusted a little bit so it at least looks like I got a fucking green screen back there, but I'm so all over the place. Atlanta Hawks, yeah. So Kevin Love, he did practice yesterday, so I expect him to play. Bogdan Bogdanovic, probably not. And for the significant players, that's about it on the news there. DeJounte Murray practiced too, so it is what it is. DeJounte Murray is not on the books here; it's not on the board, and DeAndre Hunter has been playing some okay ball. For these props here, they just the guard spots here. I like the matchups for both guards. Not a fan of Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell defensively. Trae Young Murray is a pretty okay. He's an okay defender. He's an okay defender. So I'll give him that. But Donovan Mitchell. Everything's predicated off of news right now. I don't have the news. I know Jared Allen went out there and played a shit ton of minutes. He played he played a lot of minutes last game. Darius Garland. I mean, the usage is going to be there for Mitchell and Garland. And then you got somebody like LeVert coming off the bench. I'd imagine Love might start. So I don't know. I do like the matchups for Donovan Mitchell though and Garland, especially Garland. I'd imagine Trae Young will probably be on Garland. So that leads me to believe, Garland's point prop is in play, but it's still steep for us to not to have news and for it to be the preseason. Okay, that point total is steep at 17.5. He hit 17 last game versus Cleveland and 30, but it took him 31 minutes to get there. Okay, 14 minutes in his first game. All right. Now you got Donovan Mitchell. He had 11 points last game, and in 27 minutes, and 18 points in his first game, and 16 points in his first game at 11 minutes. I need news. I mean, I'm not throwing nothing out there right now. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not throwing shit out there right now. What I do know is Trae Young and Murray, they do have very high usage rate right now. They coming out there and they're trying to get theirs and they're trying to get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? So they had a back-to-back games versus the Bucks. So they face Cleveland right now. So like I said, the usage is there for them and for somebody like Hunter. All right. So those are the highest usage guys. Last game Murray didn't play. Hunter took 13 shots. Trae took 13 shots. That was last game. The first game, when Murray did play, him and Young had, Young had 22, Murray had 25. The usage, Young took 19 shots, 13 shots for Murray, and 10 shots for Hunter, 10 shots for John Collins. They were getting shots up, all right? So John Collins, he fumbling. He's been fumbling as of late. Well, the first game he played was okay, but the second game, it was terrible. All right, so 6 points to 16 points for John Collins. Not, I mean, I don't mind the matchup for John Collins here going up against somebody probably like 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 Love, and I'm not a big time advocate for his defense, so he could be in play there. So yeah, I mean from a usage standpoint, just need to figure out any news, man. As far as the side in this game, Atlanta Hawks and Cleveland, I don't have a side in this game. Charlotte Hornets and Philadelphia 76ers, pretty easy game here to talk about here for the simple fact that the injuries are just terrible when it comes to these two teams here. Well, when it comes to this, let me see. I got some injury notes for these guys. Okay, so we know LaMelo Ball is banged up there. Mason Plumlee, I think he's doubtful. P.J. Washington is not expected to play. We'll have to see. Kelly Oubre is another guy that's probably not expected to play, so we'll see. Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward, those are probably the only two guys that will be viable, and they probably won't even be on the books there. Maybe you might get somebody like, I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. Maybe they might throw Book Knight up there later on because there's no players from the Charlotte Hornets. Terry Rozier, if he pops up there, then he's going to have all the uses in the world. But, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, they might get their ass blew out the water, and, he might not even end up playing. So it's definitely Philadelphia 76ers are nothing for me in this spot. Make sure you be watching out for the bands and everything. Preseason, they've been limiting it to limiting it to 3,500 plus 3,500. Right now, it's probably sitting at plus. What is it? Let's see. Plus 1,300. So I'm probably gonna sprinkle a little something on that right now, so I can have myself covered, and then I'm gonna sprinkle some on that 11 and 11. Okay, 76ers by 11, and sprinkle something on that other one, and then live bet my way through this situation. So that's, and then the Philadelphia side there. I mean, if Embiid goes, then he goes. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta figure out how long does he go for. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Maybe some news came out because I could have sworn I seen. I don't know. Let me refresh this. Maybe some news come out, but I'm not going to talk about these guys too much. All right. Let me see if the board has been refreshed. Any more players been added or anything? Okay, looks like the same guys up there. All right, so we don't have any Philly guys out unless I went over them. But I'm not even going to talk about those guys either. Anywhere it go, we know what the deal is with that game. Next game we're going to talk about is oh shit. Come on, please stop it, please. Damn, computer. The Brooklyn Nets and Milwaukee Bucks here. Okay, this is a back-to-back for the Milwaukee Bucks. We got an over/under 227 in this spot here. Brooklyn Nets. Milwaukee Bucks are favored by 3. All right. This is the. Let me see. Is this the last preseason? Yeah. This is the last preseason game for Milwaukee, number 1. Number 2, we know ABC, he played overseas and all that shit, so they really monitor him or whatever the case may be. Don't really have to play like that. Then number 3, the Buck starters haven't been playing a lot of minutes. Okay, so that's one thing. That's one thing to look out for. So they haven't been playing a lot of minutes. So we have to watch and see what the deal is with ABC and the game. All right, because they haven't been playing a lot of minutes. So the starters haven't been playing a lot of minutes. So that's one thing we got to do. Keep an eye out on the news. I'll get news. You guys know I'm going to retweet, whatever the case may be. Brooklyn. Don't know if we're going to have. Don't know if we're going to have Kyrie. All right, because he had a child. You know how he is. He might not even fucking play. Okay. So looking at the board here. Looking at the board here. Look at Ben Simmons. Mm. Bubble Dub voice, trash. Might take a stab at him, especially if Kyrie Irving's out. Might take a stab at that 6.5. He might be out. Kyrie Irving might be out. You know, he might be out. He might not play this game. It's preseason, and he might just, they just had a child, and he probably gonna, I wouldn't play. I wouldn't play. If Kevin Durant comes out there to play, of course that's in play for him. That 17 and a half. What? No, 22 and a half. I'm sorry. Depends on who goes out there though. That's still a high total, high point total for the preseason. But Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. All the usage in the world would be there for him. Last game, his minutes got ramped up versus Miami. Played 25 minutes. He had 22 points in that outing there. Like I said, Ben Simmons, he hasn't hit this number. He had 6 points in 19 minutes, but I don't know, man. That boy trash like a motherfucker. Either way it go, offensively. And then, if let's say ABC don't go, we gotta find out who goes, man. I'll have some interest in that 12.5 for Bobby Portis, though, especially if ABC doesn't go. I'll be looking at that 12.5 for Bobby Portis. All right. That's just about it that I'm gonna talk about this game. Just want to keep it moving, guys. Just want to keep it moving. I ain't gonna lie. New Orleans Pelicans at Miami Heat. 217.5 over under in this spot here. I got some news for this one here. Miami Heat are 4-point favorites in this spot. Minus 178 favorites here. 4-point spread is 4. Now, injury news. We want to figure out this shit here. Let's talk about the Heat. Number one, if Jimmy Butler finds his way to the player pool, I still don't want no parts of him, just to let you guys know that. I just can't do it, man. You can't be going out there fucking playing with my money, man. So either way it goes, that's how we're going to look at that. Brandon Ingram, he's questionable. Questionable. He practiced. Don't quote me on that. I think he practiced yesterday. All right. Bam Adebayo did not practice Tuesday. CJ McCollum, he's a full participant in practice. So he should be, I guess he should be ready to go. Who else? You're 7, my guy. He didn't participate in practice. So if we get somebody like, him and Bam out, because these guys didn't practice Tuesday, which was yesterday. If we get him and Bam out, then we'll probably get somebody starting like Deadman and a few other guys filling in. Deadman. It is what it is. They won't even put his ass up there, so that's neither here nor there. So yeah, man. Lowry fat ass might be out there. We'll see. So I'll be keeping my eyes glued on the Twitter. These guys, neither one of these teams are up there on the board, but I gotta touch on them. All right, because neither one of these teams are on the board. But I do want you guys to get that information. All right. So Zion's been playing okay. Just overall, it is what it is. Might be a stay away from me. It is what it is. Even if they do pop up there. Just need news ASAP. But we might not even get that news till later on. But keep an eye out on my Twitter. I will be posting shit. Next game on the docket here. Minnesota Timberwolves and Los Angeles Lakers here. 223.5 over under. Another game. We just got to pay attention to the news here. Lakers. Yeah. So, I'll have some real interest in Anthony Davis. They're Minnesota from a news standpoint here. LeBron sat out for rest purposes. Westbrook, Rudy Gobert, he won't play. All right, so That's one thing. I would love for them to put my boy up there, but they're just Nas Reed. I really like to play. I would really like to, add him to my player pool, but he's not up there. Cat Williams, he played and he went off he had about 20 minutes, man. He had 19 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists in 26 minutes in the preseason win over the Clippers. For future references, I'm going to like bigs versus the Clippers. So yeah, I mean, I imagine some Russell Westbrooks and shit like that's probably going to go. I'm going to have some interest in Anthony Davis for sure at this 19.5. I ain't even going to lie. I'm going to have some interest there. LeBron James, I don't know. I'm going to have some interest in that Anthony Davis, though. Russell Westbrook, I just don't fucking know what to expect. D'Angelo Russell, 14.5. You think he want to get off against these guys? He's going to have constant guard play around him, on him, with guys like Westbrook, Nunn, even what's the motherfucker's name? Beverly. He's gonna have guys like that all in his face. Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, 18.5. I just need to get news on how much playing time these guys are going to be playing. My favorite play from this game is probably going to be Anthony Davis, though. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't have a play in this one as far as a side. I don't have a side. Not yet. Sacramento Kings at Phoenix Suns, 216.5 over 216 over under. Phoenix Suns are minus 260 favorite here. Okay. So news. Do we have news in this one here? Yeah, I think I got some news here. All right, so look here. Keegan Murray. He didn't practice yesterday, non-COVID illness. All right, now somebody else on that team was sick too, so that's something. Rashawn Holmes was sick, so that's something to look at there. All right, so I don't expect Keegan Murray to play. I don't. He might play, but I don't expect him to play unless some news already came out. Cameron Payne, he's injured. Okay. Landry Shamet, he won't play. Dario Saric, he won't play. All right. Josh Okogie, he's probable. All right. Cam Johnson, he won't be playing. Crowder won't be playing because he's seeking the trade. So there you have that. All right. Now, the minutes have been ramping up for this team. That's one thing. Monty has been straight up with us. 2 or 3 games ago, he told us the minutes will be ramping up. He said about a third preseason game, he wanted the starters to be at normal numbers. Well, normal minutes. So this is their 4th and final preseason game, and last preseason game was their 3rd one. They did play normal minutes. Aiden had 27. Bridges had 27. Booker's had 27 minutes. Chris Paul had 27 minutes, okay? Torrey Craig might have started. He played 19 minutes. Lee, they want him to be great. He played 20 minutes. Londale, I got some love for Londale. So, yeah. This rotation can be pretty tight again. I can see instances where Booker gets there. Chris Paul, come on, man. Shoot the ball, man. I ain't going to say I got to, but when you're going up against somebody like Darren Fox, come on, man. Give me the over. Give me the over 7.5. Give me over 7.5. You better not fuck this up. All right, DeAndre Aiden, I really like his matchup. He'll be going up against somebody like Sabonis. Sabonis is not the best defender. I'd expect DeAndre Aiden to crush that. He versus LA, he had 7 points, but versus Denver, 19 points. Versus whoever the fuck that was overseas, 22 points. He's had usage. Usage has been like 12, 14 shots. Okay, so that's why I'm at with that spot there. I wouldn't mind these 3 guys going over there. I just ain't gonna lie. All right, Sabonis, he's crafty. He's very, very crafty. And then you got Darren Fox. All right, I expect these guys need to pick up the scoring. If they're gonna be out there and playing playing a decent allotment of minutes here. I expect these guys to pick up some scoring here. They've already played the Lakers, all right? So Sacramento already played the Lakers, and they have them Friday the 14th for their last game. You know, if it was up to me, if I was the coach, I would run their ass against the Suns team, and I would probably send them for the last game versus the Lakers. So if the coach is thinking like me, you know, get their ass a burn, give them some burn this game. You know, dress rehearsal this game, sit their ass down, and coast it to the regular season. Numbers, I mean, Darren Fox, he's at 14 and 10 points here his season. I think PrizePicks expect these guys to play more, so we'll see. Sabonis, he hasn't eclipsed this number either. He had 13 points. All right, so that's his height on the season in his first two games. So that's what we're looking at right there. As far as the side concerned, I mean, I can't really wrap my hands around the side right now. I'm trying to compare the benches. When you look at the bench, you're gonna have guys like Monk, Davion Mitchell, Metu, Lyles, Alex Lynn, Terrence Davis. Those are some guys that'll be coming off the bench. I like to compare benches to see who can carry the torch when they take the starters out. The Lakers have a couple pieces. I mean, Portland have. I mean, who the fuck is that? Sacramento have a couple pieces on the bench, but you know it is what it is. All right, so I have some interest in. You know, I probably would go DeAndre Aiden number one. He should get that barring any foul trouble. Booker number two, and sad to say, Chris Paul with 7.5 points number three. You know he would go out there, but if Fox is out there trying to cook, Chris Paul better try to cook. Either way it go, but you know he will sell. Next game on the docket, we got last game we have is come on man, why is it just not filtering to the NBA? Please, Jesus Christ. Please. I don't want to lose my composure on this camera here. All right, NBA. Y'all gonna be talking about my motherfucking laptop in a minute. What's this last game? Well, last game Denver Nuggets and Los Angeles Clippers here. Injury news and notes for this spot here. This Clippers is a deep team here. We need to find out what the news is. Number one, Nikola Jokic, he's questionable. Aaron Gordon, I don't know what the fuck was the problem, but he missed that last game. Bones Highland is questionable. What was his problem? He should be okay. He's questionable. We need to find the news out. Norman Powell. So he's been practicing, so we'll see what's up with that situation. Caldwell Pope, I don't think he's going to play. Oh, just for rest. So he probably should be playing. Yeah. So I ain't even going to lie. For a side in this one here, damn. I need to find out who's going to play, man. This Clippers team is deep as hell. Still, give me the Clippers, man. I think I still like them Clippers. I ain't even going to lie, but we'll see. I think I still like them Clippers. I got to see if Jokic's playing, what kind of game plan they're going to roll out, but I might still like the Clippers here, okay? Now, as far as the board here, I mean, Kawhi Leonard took 8 shots in both his games. He hasn't hit this number. John Wall got to start last game. He had 20 points. I don't know what to expect tonight. Paul George been playing the most minutes out of the 3. I don't know what to expect. These guys, let me see what games these guys are on here. The Clippers are on this is their last game. And let me see what the Nuggets have one more game versus the Warriors. I know they don't want to fucking go run around. We'll see. If I had to take anybody from this board here, It's like I don't even fucking want to take nobody from this board. I'd rather wait to see if they're gonna add somebody, add somebody from this Clippers game. But I mean, add somebody from the Denver Nuggets side when the news come out. But I'll go through a rundown here. Now, Deandre Aiden, I don't have any problem with neither one of these guys right now, unless we hit news that minutes are, because I'm an overs guy. And I'll be combing out for some under. Shout out to everybody who went under on Brooks yesterday. Yes, sir. Fox, slight interest in that there. Over. I got interest in Anthony Davis, 19.5, if he doesn't crumble and they get minutes. If we get starters like ABC sit, then I got interest in that Bobby Porter's 12.5. I can live without going with 22 points for Brooklyn. For Durant. But if Kyrie Irving's out, then that 6.5 for Ben Simmons just probably in play, and then that Kevin Durant 22.5 is in play. Hard for me to decipher which way I want to go with these. I like the matchup for John Collins, so 12.5 is in play for me. Darius Garland had 17 points, but it took him 31 minutes to get there in preseason. So, man, Trae Young, the usage will be there for him to hit this number. The usage will be there for him to hit this number. Doesn't mean I'm going there. Jalen Brunson, I like the matchup for him. And if he's going to be guarding Tyrese Halliburton, this is a rematch. I like the matchup there for both guys. Fournier will be back in the fold for the New York Knicks. Can't talk you off none of these New York Knicks guys. I probably still fade, but I'm trash. All right. So either way it goes, peace out, guys. Good luck.